Well, we begin with politics, where earlier in the week, the ruling All Progressive Congress APC nominated candidates for principal officers of the 10th National Assembly ahead of the June inauguration. The party, in a statement signed by its publicity secretary Felix Morka, explained that the APC has reserved to zone the Senate presidency to the South-South by picking former Akwa Ibom State Governor Senator Goswe Akpabio and Tajuddin Abbas from the Northwest as the Speaker of the House of Representatives. The party also selected Senator Baru Jibrin from the Northwest as the Deputy Senate President, while Benjamin Kalu from the Southeast was nominated as Deputy Speaker. This caused uproar in the party as aggrieved aspirants for the positions rejected the party's position and demanded fresh zoning of the principal offices. In response to this development, the national chairman of the party, Senator Abdullahi Adamu, admitted that aspirants for various offices in the 10th National Assembly were not consulted before the decision on the zoning was reached. He noted that the party would go back to the drawing board and review the zoning arrangement where necessary. Well, I have with me in the studio to discuss this is Olushola Jegede and a lawyer, and Niyi Saliu, a political analyst who is joining me via Zoom. Good evening, Mr. Niyi.
Hello, I can hear you.
All right, welcome to the show, gentlemen. Welcome, Mr. Jegede. Thank you for having me. All right, let me begin with you, Mr. Niyi. The national chairman of the APC, Senator Abdullahi Adamu, has said the party did not consult adequately before zoning the leadership seats. What is your take on this?
Well, the party is an institution that's run by men. So they will make their mistakes, and nobody can consult enough. There are too many stakeholders, around decisions when you want to make one. So that there was consultation. Yes, it may not be enough, but you see, it's not entirely a fair game. Politics is a stakeholder game. There are contributions to the build-up of the emergence of the president-elect, the vice president-elect, and everyone that has won election in APC. There are people who have worked, who have shown themselves strong, and don't forget that the critical stakeholders in APC also have information about those who can work with the president-elect or the administration to move Nigeria forward. So it's critical. They have information at their disposal that even those who are seeking the leadership of the National Assembly don't know how much information that the party has. So it's not just in Nigeria, anywhere in the world, the party intervenes in this, the selection or the election of, National Assembly principal officers. In fact, in some climes, it won't even be a matter of election now. Once the party has won election, it would have been decided who their leader is. So at any point in time that the principal position becomes available at the House, it won't be in any question who will vie for that position. So I guess it's part of the growth that our democracy is, currently undergoing. That's why we are still at this age trying to determine who will become the next president. It's something that should have been known by the party, and there wouldn't be any controversy. So of course, the process of consultation is ongoing. And you will see that even the man that has been endorsed by the party has been going around to meet people, different stakeholders, even those who are aggrieved, to try and bring everybody on board. You are not going to have at 100% levels the kind of support that the party chairman is envisaging. It's not going to happen. There will be people who will still say they are not carried along, whether genuinely or they're just being mischievous. But whatever it is, we hope that some people will come around in the party. We expect this party to, to begin and start strong. So, barring any issues, the president-elect seemed to me like someone who is ready to start on day one. So, I want to appeal to everyone who is aggrieved or who is complaining about one thing or the other to rally around the choice of the party and let's move forward.
All right, Mr. Niyi, what do you say to Idris Rashid, the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, declaring for lower chambers speakership position, stating that he has rejected the APC's zoning formula, as well others have also rejected the party's move. How do you think this will affect the party?
Well, there will always be people who will be aggrieved. Positions have always been contested for, particularly at the level of House of Representatives. There are too many people there, more than what you have at the Senate. Most senators are veteran politicians who have garnered experience over the years. So it's easy, and they're about 90 or something. So it's easy to rally them around, more than over 300 House of Reps members. So, of course, that kind of number, you're not going to get a consensus, easily. So it's expected, and I know that even the party understands this. So what we expect is not that people will not contest the position. What we expect is that the party's candidates will emerge. That's simple. So whether we are able to totally, reach a compromise now, resolve all the issues now or after the election, it won't matter. What will matter is that at the end of everything, the party is able to come together and govern.
So you're saying, in other words, that it's too early to start thinking that some zone is being marginalized?
You see, it's too early. The process is ongoing. What we are witnessing currently is just the election of the principal officer of the National Assembly. We are still going to have secretaries to the federal government, key functionaries of the federal government in the executive arm. So I know that the president is quite experienced. He understands, the agitations of Nigerians and the zones.
All right.
So he knows that he needs to balance things. So whoever is feeling aggrieved now or feels that he's been marginalized, or any zone that has considered themselves marginalized now, by the time this process completes, they will see that they are dealing with a man who wants unity in Nigeria,
who is a Democrat,
and who is able to assuage all zones and bring them around the table.
Mr. Niyi, I'll get back to you. Let me come to you now, Mr. Jegede. I'm sure you see a whole lot of things playing out here, but let's even talk about this next assembly, what you are expecting, what, if you're to set an agenda for this next assembly, what would you say should be the priority that to hit on immediately, knowing that we have so many issues on the table?
Yes, the priority of the legislators is to pass laws at all time, and we believe that being a new government, the president-elect coming to the power by May 29, he will also have a lot of what we call executive bills. We have some on how he can reform the maybe economy, the security, and how many issues. So we are expecting the new National Assembly to cooperate with the president, so we don't have a situation whereby there is a deadlock on many issues on what we have experienced in Parliament in the past. But based on the nomination that they have passed, they're also afraid that maybe because APC actually have a not so much robust majority, we could say a tiny majority, but they are afraid that maybe perhaps what happened 8 years ago, where Senator Bukola Saraki won the seat of the Senate presidency against the decision of the party, maybe could have repeated itself, and that might create a situation, chaotic situation.
That's a major concern.
Yeah, between the presidency and the Senate. Senate, they have both Senate and House of Rep. They are key sector of the government. They make laws. Actually, the president always wants to be at the par with the National Assembly to move the country forward. But based on what we've been seeing so far, we believe that the consultation is ongoing. Like the last speaker said, it has not stopped. But the fear is still there that if the election could take place, because the law never stipulated that APC must be the Senate president. Actually, or a particular person that is endorsed by a party is whoever that will win the election. So we don't know. That's where the fear is coming from. Yeah. There will be some agitation, but there will not always be agreed on all issues. But we still believe, based on the endorsement of the president-elect, And based on this kind of support we have seen, that Senator Akpabio have a upper hand, and the president believes he has so much hope in him that he's going to work with him very well to move the country forward.
And lest you allow them to, go back like the national chairman said, let them go back, because everybody is just saying, okay, this is not what they want. So let's allow the APC do their thing.